position with Chris. How do you see him adapting to playing more on the outside?
You know, it's going well. I'd say it's a work in progress, but so far so good. He's done a great job in terms of learning things mentally. There's a number of things that are, unique and different for him out there that he's worked really hard to get under his belt. I'd say, there's still things that are coming up that, he probably hadn't had a whole lot of that yet. We need time on the job a little bit, but it's gone well so far.
I know you don't want to give away too much about exactly how you're going to use him, but we saw him get a sack, obviously, with the interior. So I guess what I'm asking is, it's safe to assume you still are going to use him at least some at that point.
Yeah, I'd say that's a safe assumption. I mean, we're going to move him around and use him to the best of our ability and his ability, if that makes sense, based on the bodies that we have available, and that may change based on game plan sometimes. It may change on availability of the rest of the group. So the versatility, I think, gives us some great options and great flexibility. He's been fantastic to work with, would be the first thing I'd say. He's got a very high football IQ. He's smart. He enjoys football. He's fun to be around in terms of when you tell him something, when you correct something, he gets it, he fixes it. He understands kind of, how you want it done. It may be different from what he's used to, but he's got a very broad base of football knowledge from college and his time in Seattle that has helped him adapt, to be honest, helped him learn things pretty quickly.
Mentioned that you had said Khalen Saunders really put together a good week, and then he had a nice game. How important has it been for him to show what he's shown to you this camp?
It's been great to see. Yeah, I'd say he's had the best training camp he's had since he's been with us. Pleased with the way he's working. He's expanded his role. One of the things that jumps out to me about Khalen, he's one of the smartest guys in the room. He understands adjustments, the calls, the scheme, like very, very high football IQ, which is impressive to me.
It seems like he's taken another step forward, almost like a breakthrough in a sense, and finally come together.
We'll see. You know what I mean? It's so far so good. I mean, we're in the middle of the training camp, but yeah, I'm very pleased with what he's done and have really high expectations for where it's going to go.
Along those same lines of so far so good, from our vantage point, it seems like Mike Dana has taken another step. Are my eyes deceiving me, or is he taking the next step?
No, I would say your eyes are accurate there. I would say Mike has done two things to me, okay? When you come into a program, your responsibility is to earn a role, all right? He did that last year. Then you want to maximize that role, and then you look for ways to expand that role, okay? Mike Dana has done that. He has expanded his role. He's doing some different things for us. He's moving around to some different spots, and he's been able to handle it. He's handled a little bit more communication roles, so he's hit that mark, in my opinion.
Coach, what do you want to see in this game from the defense? I mean, overall, are there certain little things you're looking for?
Well, I would say just general improvement would be the first one. I mean, I always focus on the process and getting better each and every day. That being said, I think we need to do a couple of things a little bit better than what we did in that last game a week ago. There's some things in terms of setting the edge in the run game that I feel like we need to be better at. I feel like there was some leaky yardage in terms of our tackling. We need to press blocks a little bit better. Those are probably the top three things that I'll be looking for.
Wharton so far. Obviously, he was the guy that came in last. Wharton.
Yeah.
He was the guy that came in last year, just trying to earn a spot that seemed to have.
He, I would say, is in that same category as Mike Dana in terms of a guy that has expanded his role, has improved what he's doing in his primary role, and found other ways that hopefully are going to help the team win. There's a number of things. Work ethic. If you watch this guy practice, it's 1,000 miles an hour. He doesn't seem to get tired. He's got a relentless energy and effort about him. And he's got a really good skill set. He's explosive, he's powerful, he's got good quickness.
The book on Kando was a very good athlete, but really didn't have maybe the production. That was kind of the knock on him. What have you seen out of him, and what does he need to work on?
Another guy that has worked really hard, has had some great flashes here, learns quickly, is coachable, makes adjustments. I thought he played really hard in that game that we had the other night. I probably had him out there for a lot of plays, to be quite honest, in a row, but that's part of being a rookie, that I thought it was great to see him push through that. Pleased with what he's done, and I think he's going to help us.
One more.
Brendan, what are you trying to get out of Frank this camp comparative to working with him previous years?
You know, again, expanding his role a little bit is one of the things. He's been dealing with some injury issues right now in and out of the practice, which right now we just got to get him back out there and get him reps and consistently rolling. He's done a great job, and I would say there's another guy from a mental standpoint. He's grown. He's got a much better understanding of the scheme year 3 relative to where it was when we first got him. That's been really good in terms of that evolution.
Coach, are you ready to break camp?
I'm ready to break camp. My own bed is calling my name.